Sparkling water has become an increasingly popular beverage as more people become health conscious and ditch sodas and other sugary drinks. Where it used to be all about Sodastream, newer manufacturers have entered the market within the past few years. That includes Aarke with its Carbonator III sparkling water and seltzer maker. In this review, we'll look at the features, yes we will, exactly how this nifty machine works, hi Rainey, how it compares to other machines, and if I can recommend it for you. An early heads up, if you end up liking this video and finding it helpful, to please hit that like button and consider becoming a subscriber. Both those things do help me keep making more videos that I hope everyone out there can watch, enjoy, and learn from. And don't forget, if you want to read, reference, or share anything we talk about here today, head over to techgadgetscanada.com for the full write-up. Let's start things off with what is the Aarke Carbonator III. While this may be a new brand for some folks, the Carbonator III is already the third generation and it's been upgraded with more user-friendly engineering, according to the company. The Carbonator may seem a little bare bones, but at the same time it's sleeker and more modern in design than something like a Sodastream, which tends to be a bit blockier. With that simple design, the Aarke bottles screw into the top carbonator nozzle, then a lever is used to open the carbon dioxide tank and add gas into your water. The nozzle is now made of stainless steel and it's been redesigned apparently to allow for a smoother and more steady flow of air. The device is completely cordless and it doesn't require batteries either, since it creates the required pressure on its own, and that lever combined with a tight seal at the bottle neck gives you the carbonation. This newest model is a bit more compact, meaning it takes up less room on your counter. This might be a good time to point out it is indeed made of plastic for the most part. It looks substantial, and I assumed that before ordering one it was all metal, but it is mostly plastic with only a few metal parts. It does lean into feeling a little bit on the light and flimsy side, but we'll see if that becomes a problem in my testing. So what do you get in the box? Inside there is the sparkling water machine. You also get a polishing cloth, a drip tray, and one BPA-free water bottle. My package also came with a 60-liter carbon dioxide cylinder. While Aarke, of course, prefers you to use their branded cylinders, the Carbonator III is compatible with most CO2 cylinders made by other brands, including Sodastreams. One new cylinder can generally carbonate about 60 liters of water, or around 16 gallons. It's empty when the water will no longer become bubbly when a cycle is finished. At that point, a new cylinder will need to be installed. You can join Aarke's so-called cylinder loop, which is a subscription service that ensures that you always have CO2 on hand. You ship back an empty one and Aarke will ship you a new one for about $21, and that price is about the same wherever you get your cylinders from. To get things ready to go, just tip the machine over and then screw the cylinder into the base of the machine. One of the most important notes about this machine is that users must use pure water and nothing else. Aarke recommends cold water for the machine to perform at its best. Water gets poured into the bottle to the fill line, and then the bottle gets screwed onto the device tightly. The first time you do this, it's a bit difficult to get it seated correctly so that it threads properly, but with a little bit of practice, it becomes easier and more obvious. Carbonating is simple since you just pull down the handle and the gas is released into the bottle. The process is complete when the machine makes a whistling noise, which takes just a few seconds. You can repeat the carbon injection until the water is fully bubbled or gently carbonated. Then unscrew the bottle and enjoy. Aarke says you can add flavor to your glass, but you should not put anything into the bottle. As with some of its competitors, you can purchase what Aarke calls essences or syrups to give your beverages some additional hints of flavor if that's what you want. Or just add things like citrus or cucumber slices, lemon, bitters, fruit, or ginger root, whatever you like. So how does Aarke water taste? Aarke water tastes like, well, water. Depending on if you use plain old tap water or put in something like purified water, your taste, flavor, preferences, profile, I guess you could say, will obviously vary. If you put good quality pure water in, though, you're going to get good quality sparkling water out. I always filled my bottle with filtered water during my testing period, and for me that made for a really good tasting final drink. When it comes to how Aarke stacks up against two of the more popular carbonation devices, Sodastream and Sparkle, it's both similar and different. Let me explain. Compared to a Sodastream, this is exactly the same device using the same technology, the exact same canisters, and the same method. The main difference is in the design and the price. Compared to something like a Sparkle machine, this is completely different. Sparkle uses sachets of citric acid and sodium bicarbonate or baking soda blended with a small amount of water to create carbon dioxide gas. That small mixture replaces the CO2 tanks that Aarke uses. With a Sparkle machine, you can carbonate any beverage right in the bottle, from juice to wine to tea. The Aarke Carbonator III is available on Amazon, and it comes with one carbon dioxide cylinder. Total cost is about $300 Canadian or about $260 US, or you can also purchase the device by itself. Compared to Sodastream, which starts at about $80 or $90 depending on the model and style you choose, Aarke is almost ridiculously expensive. It is mostly plastic construction, and while it does have a good-looking design, it is exactly the same as a Sodastream, and it uses exactly the same cylinders. Is a nicer design worth the extra cost? I'll leave that up to you. So here's my take on the Aarke Carbonator III. If your key goal is carbonated water, a Sodastream will do you just fine, and it'll cost you a lot less. If your carbonator is going to be out in full view, you might be more concerned with looks, and if that's you, Aarke definitely wins the beauty pageant. But does Aarke pass the puppy test? Will Rainey choose the Aarke Carbonator III or her toy?
Do you want the carbonator or the toy? Okay, come check. Come see. Which one? Aarke Carbonator? Or the toy? Oh, what? You don't want fresh sparkling water?
In short, Aarke is easy to use, it does a good job at carbonating, and you can adjust the bubble level. Its biggest downside is in its price and its partially plastic construction, and I do wonder about its overall longevity. But if this is the carbonator you've got your eye on and you're okay with those two caveats, you will probably be really happy with the Aarke Carbonator III. Check out the competition though, see what it's like using a Sparkle machine, or see what happens when I put Sparkle and Sodastream head to head right now.